Congratulations on the purchase of your AUSRV X15. In this video tutorial, I'm going to show you how to assemble the canvas annex to the caravan. First of all, what I've done is attach the draft skirt to the side of the van. It's press studded across the top, pegged out at the bottom, and that's my indicator of my starting position. I haven't attached the floor as yet because I probably need to adjust that once the roof is on. However, I put it out so I can lay my canvas on it and keep my canvas clean and keep the grass out of the Velcro. First step of putting the annex roof up is take this long section with the zipper off the back of the roof itself. This section zipped to the roof, and this goes through the bottom sail track, which is just behind the electric awning. What we do is we start with the zipper leading end and slide it through the sail track all the way to the end. Now it's time to attach the roof. The sail track on the annex roof runs through the moulded sail track that's in the side of the roof itself. That's the long groove on the edge of the roof. Start off with the leading edge for the front end and insert it at the back and slide it all the way through. Much easier to do with two people. Now I've laid all my poles out in the positions that they go underneath the annex roof. That'll make it easy, so as soon as I need a pole, I know where it is, I can grab it and put it in place. To start putting the roof up, I'm going to start in the middle. There's two ridge poles, two number 1 poles. They have a rubber cap at one end and a little square flat tab with a hole in it at the other end. They go in here and just behind me where the eyelets are on the roof. This end, the end with the plastic plug on it, goes into a sock which is up on the roof line of the awning. So we slide that into the sock, then we extend the pole forward and we can put a spigot pole underneath it at the front. Why I start in the middle is the weight of the canvas set up like this will actually hold everything up while I work on the rest of the annex, making it very easy for me. As you can see, now it's freestanding, which allows me to work on the rest. So now I'll build up this corner, get my poles in there and fix up the other end. On each of the spigot poles and the vertical poles, there is a hole drilled a short distance from the spigot. These are for these little rubber straps with a hook in them. Once you've got the pole in place, you can put the hook into the hole and that'll hold the canvas on the spigot while you continue on with the annex. It'll make it a lot easier. Now I can continue on with the opposite end of the annex roof. Remember, if it's windy, a bit breezy while you're doing this, preset some ropes and pegs so you can rope the annex roof down as you go. Make it easy, save you damaging any poles. When inserting the spigot poles at either end of the annex roof, right in the corner, to make your life easy, grab a rain cap. Once you put the spigot through the eyelet, put the rain cap over the top and that'll stop the eyelet from jumping off the spigot. Now my Annex roof is up, I've put in all my spreader poles and I've also attached the Velcro around all the poles to hold everything in place, so it's quite secure. Remember, when at this end, there is a sail track on the Annex roof that slides partially into this sail track that runs down the front. Now, I need to put in this section here, which has got a little triangular piece on it. Run it through the sail track through the bottom, connect it to there. Now I can start putting my walls on once that's in place. My floor's all in place, all my poles are in place, my inserts up the sail track are in place, and now I can put up the end wall. What I've done is I lay the wall down so I can easily attach the floor Velcro to the wall. It is much easier to do this than try and fiddle with it while it's hanging from the Annex roof. This way I get a good Velcro contact and I'm not working in the dark. Now my next step is to simply zip the wall onto the Annex roof. Now I'm ready to put up the wall at the opposite end. I've put my insert into the sail track here, so the Velcro matches up with my draft skirt, and there's a small section of sail track on the Annex roof that slides into the top of this sail track as well. That secures it up. Once all that's in, we can do up the zipper between the bottom section behind the electric awning and the roof itself and completely seal up the roof of the Annex. But first, we'll put this wall up and get all the edges Velcroed in. When doing the front wall, line it up in the center. You may find that your PVC floor will be a little bit longer than the actual wall itself, which is not a problem if you get it absolutely spot on in the center. Velcro it down, it's easy to touch the corners up afterwards. Now to simply zip the wall to the roof. Now all that's left to do is tidy up all the corners, all the Velcro, make sure everything's straight. Then what I'll do is I'll adjust the floor, make sure the floor's nice and flat, put all my poles up to the correct height. Once my Annex is looking perfect, I'll go around and I'll peg it down to the ground. It'll be secure and ready to use. So that's our Annex put together on the X15. Something you need to remember is when you first set it up, do it at home. That way you'll have a good practice run and it'll give you the opportunity to season the canvas. By seasoning it, what you do is set it up exactly how we have it here, grab the garden hose and wet the canvas down. wet it down all over, and then allow it to dry. Do that 3 times. What that'll do is it'll swell the cotton in the canvas and make it more water resistant. Also, if you're getting rain, if you set it up and it starts to rain, you need to increase the pitch of the roof to make sure water gets off the roof in a hurry. To do that, lower these 2 poles. These 2 center poles, if you lower them down, it'll increase the pitch and the water will run to the center and off the roof. That'll keep the water from dripping down over the door, so you won't get wet going in and out of the door, and it'll make sure that water can't sit on top of the roof. So that's it, folks. That's the setup of your Annex on the X15. For more information, head to our website and check out our other instructional videos on our YouTube channel.